Asia, home to nearly 2 billion people, is no stranger to the fury of nature. From floods in Bangladesh to heat waves in India, from melting glaciers in Nepal to rising seas in Maldives, this region lives the climate crisis every single day. As world leaders prepare to gather in Belém, Brazil for COP30, South Asia brings a clear message: we don't need more promise, we need delivery. A decade ago, the world celebrated the Paris Agreement of 2015, a global pact to limit temperature rise below 2 degrees Celsius. But 10 years later, the story looks grim. Global greenhouse gas emissions have reached record highs, temperatures have soared, and extreme weather events are rewriting the geography of survival. Even the spirit of global cooperation is weakening. Trade barriers, political rivalries, and short-term interests have fractured the multilateral order. South Asia realizes no country can fight this crisis alone. South Asia's climate leadership does not come from wealth. It comes from experience, necessity, and moral responsibility. Nepal faces glacial lake outburst floods. Bangladesh struggles with rising sea levels and salinity. India suffers record-breaking heat waves. Sri Lanka battles drought and freshwater scarcity. Maldives fight for its very existence. Yet this region is not waiting for saviors. It's taking initiative through traditional knowledge, community-based resilience, and green innovation. South Asia is learning to lead. COP30, Conference of Party 30, South Asia's voice will focus on 5 key priorities. First being bridging the implementation gap. Implementation is the weakest link in global climate action. Out of 203 global initiatives launched after Paris, only 5% met their targets. South Asia calls for a South Asian Climate Forum to ensure transparency, clear reporting, and regional accountability. Second is balancing adaptation and mitigation. For years, climate talks have overemphasized emission cuts and neglected adaptation. But for South Asia, adaptation is survival. Empowering women, using indigenous farming practices, and promoting climate resilient agriculture and water systems are central to this agenda. According to Asian Development Bank, by 2100, the region may face 200 days above 35 degrees every year. Third is rebuilding trust and credibility. Delayed finance and diluted commitments have eroded faith in climate and diplomacy. South Asia wants Conference of Party 30 to be a conference of implementation, where developed nations finally deliver on their pledges. Despite low per capita emission, this region continues to invest in renewables and climate-friendly growth. Fourth is fair and predictable climate finance. Finance is the foundation of climate justice. South Asia demands funds that are predictable, accessible, and non-debt inducing. It also proposes a South Asian Resilience Finance Facility, stronger access to Green Climate Fund, and implementation of Baku to Belém roadmap, which targets 1.3 trillion in global climate finance. And the last being empowering non-state actors. Governments alone cannot drive the transition. Private companies, civil societies, youth, and academia are the real engines of innovation. South Asia wants to unlock green entrepreneurship, circular economy models, and low carbon industries that create jobs and sustainability together. South Asia also faces a technology gap. Fewer than 1 in 3 global climate tech projects include this region. To bridge that gap, it promotes green bonds, blended finance, and debt for nature swaps. Existing frameworks like CDRI from India for disaster resilient infrastructure, Sagarmatha Samvad from Nepal for Himalayan climate dialogue, and BIMSTEC and SAARC for regional data sharing can build a new climate cooperation architecture. South Asia's message is simple yet powerful. Delivery must now become the currency of trust in global climate governance. It emphasizes 3 mutuals for progress: mutual clarity for clear responsibilities, mutual cooperation for shared vulnerabilities and opportunities, mutual implementation for converting words into tangible targets. So, COP30 is more than a conference. It's a test of trust, of leadership, and of fairness. South Asia, once seen as a climate victim, is now emerging as a voice of moral clarity, and pragmatic hope. If the world listens, this region can prove that development and sustainability can walk hand in hand. From vulnerability to leadership, South Asia is ready to lead the green future.